Today, the jury will decide the fate of Jeffrey Basil, who's accused of killing an Air National Guardsman. Following today's closing arguments is 7 Eyewitness News reporter Rachel Elzafan. She's live outside State Supreme Court in downtown Buffalo with more.
That's right, Desiree. Now, the jury hasn't gotten instructions yet. The prosecution actually still delivering closing arguments right now in what is a very packed courtroom. Earlier this morning, Jeffrey Basil's own defense team told the jury during their closing arguments that he does not deserve to walk away from this, and he is asking the jury instead to find his client guilty of lesser charges. Basil can be found guilty of one of these: second-degree murder, first-degree manslaughter, second-degree manslaughter, criminally negligent homicide, or reckless endangerment. Basil is accused of pushing Air National Guardsman William Sager Jr. down a flight of stairs at Molly's Pub in May. Sager died after being in a coma for more than 2 months at ECMC. Defense attorney Andrew Lotempio picked apart the testimony, saying both the victim and the defendant were drunk that night. He says the prosecution never proved Basil intended to cause Sager's death, which is needed for the murder and manslaughter charges. Lotempio says the prosecution's evidence is inflammatory, not fact.
They took a horribly unlucky outcome that was the result of a thoughtless, impetuous act and worked backwards and tried to make it intentional.
Concerning the testimony of the Buffalo police officer,
Caused Basil, a bully who knew exactly what he was doing when he pushed Sager down the stairs, told an officer to arrest the unconscious man and ordered witnesses to leave the scene. The DA's office says if Basil was really too drunk to know what he was doing, then he would not have been coordinated enough to push Sager with so much force. Experts say he pushed Sager with 2 hands and 370 pounds of force, his head hitting the bottom of the stairs at 17 miles per hour. Now, we do know that they have shown in the past video of Sager actually being pushed down the stairs. Now, before the jury came in, Justice Penny Wolfgang ruled that the jury will also be told that suspended Buffalo police officer Robert Eloff is, quote, not available to testify. Eloff had pleaded the 5th. He was the only defense witness that was supposed to testify. Now, he pleaded the 5th, not in front of the jury. Now, we will have more on that and more on closing arguments and the beginning of deliberations tonight at 5. Live from the Erie County Courthouse, Rachel Elzafan, 7 Eyewitness News.